Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our very first movement and mindfulness class on Zoom. I'm so grateful to have you all here joining us today. And even though we can't be together physically, I am thrilled that we can still connect in this way at least. Just relaxing onto your mat. Let your body be heavy onto the earth. And just begin to let everything else fall away. Everything outside of this room, everything before now or after now, just let it fall away. And begin to land in this moment. Land in your body. Noticing what you find. And meeting whatever it is that you find with kindness, encouragement, compassion. Letting whatever it is that that body is able to do for you today be enough. Letting go of any expectations for this class, for yourself. And instead, just allowing it to be enough. Deepening this connection of your body, of this moment with your mat, to your breath. Noticing your breath. Noticing if you're holding it, if it's shallow, where it flows to, where it gets stuck. Beginning to deepen that breath, feel the belly rise and fall. Rise and fall. All together, taking 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose. Take a big inhale. Out through the mouth, sigh it out. No one can hear you, nice and loud. Inhale through the nose. Big sigh. Inhale through the nose, biggest breath yet. Let the breath fall out of your mouth softly. Gathering your knees into your chest, just wrap your arms around the fronts of your calves or the backs of your thighs. Gently rock side to side, massaging into the lower back. Keeping hold of the right leg, extend your left leg out long, or keeping it bent, bring the bottom of the foot to the mat. And just hugging that right knee in towards you. Play with bringing it further out wide, closer in. Trying to ground the left hip to the earth. Draw the right knee closer. Bending into the left leg, bringing the bottom of the foot to the mat if it's not already there. Cross the right ankle over top of the thigh and reach for the back of the left thigh or the front of the left calf. Drawing it in towards you, flex into your right foot, protecting the knee. And see if energetically you can draw that right knee out away from your body as well, toward the back of your mat, while guiding the left knee in closer. Uncrossing the right leg, just bring it out long, keeping hold of that left leg and draw the knee in towards the shoulder. Playing with bringing it out wide or close to center. Grounding the right hip to the mat. Maybe feel the opening into the front of the hip. Breathing into any tension that is being revealed to you. Taking a bend into the right knee, bring the bottom of the foot to the mat, cross the left ankle over top of the thigh, and reach for the back of the right thigh or the front of the right calf. Trying to take the opposite grip than your dominant grip. Guiding that right knee in towards you, bring the left knee away from you. Again, finding that deep belly breath. Try to keep the spine nice and long onto the mat. Shoulders on the mat. One more breath here. Uncrossing the leg, extend everything out long, making yourself as long as you can, pointing the toes, reaching the fingertips. Bending into the knees, just come into your fetal position, propping your head up into your arms, curling into yourself, just resting here for a breath. When you feel ready, just press your way into your wide-legged child's pose, bringing both knees mat width distance apart, big toes together. Press the hips back and reach the arms forward, resting your forehead onto the mat. Just taking a moment here in your child's pose to see what intention might float up for you. See what's in your heart today. Some examples may be, I am here, which is very grounding. I am enough, which is very compassionate. I am strong. I am worthy. I am patient. Listening to what's in your heart and what brought you here today. Taking one deep inhale, sigh that out. Bringing that seed of your heart with you into your practice today. Bringing yourself up from your child's pose, just come to find a nice comfortable seat. Drawing your spine, the crown of your head nice and tall. Let your eyes be soft or heavy and closed. And as you feel ready, just begin to draw the chest over the left thigh, through center, and over the right thigh. Inhale to come up nice and tall. And exhale to come into that circular motion again, working with as big or as small circles as serves you today. Let the head be heavy, the neck be soft. And just beginning to move in the opposite direction. Just feeling into your body and the movement that it's craving. And coming up nice and tall, just let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder, letting gravity do the work. If you'd like a little bit more, you can begin to walk the left fingertips out and away from you. If you do need any more, you can always bring the right hand just gently to rest on the head for a little extra weight. Breathing into the left side of your neck. Seeing if you can soften anywhere. Coming back up through center. Let the left ear fall towards the shoulder. And walking the right fingertips out and away from you if you'd like a bit more. Bringing the hand to the side head if you'd like a bit more. Noticing anything that arises here from your throat chakra, any discomfort or feelings, and just breathe through it. Coming back up through center. Come into your tabletop position. Knees are stacked beneath your hips, wrists beneath your shoulders. Inhale to draw the chest forward, let the belly fall and lift into the tailbone. Exhale to tilt the pelvis, belly button towards spine, and let your head be heavy. Inhale to roll forward. Exhale to press the mat away from you and round. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale to round. Continuing with this cat-cow pose, maybe finding some free movement. This is a great opportunity. No one else is watching. Close your eyes, maybe swivel the hips side to side, looking over each shoulder. Maybe working in a figure 8. Maybe working with the traditional cat-cow because that feels really good too. One more breath. Coming back to your neutral spine, just walk the hands slightly forward, coming into your downward facing dog. We're going to come right into toe stand, so bringing your big toes together and all 10 toes flat on the mat. Lower your knees and walk yourself back to sit over top of the heels. If this is too much for you, you can always come onto the knees. If you have a block and you like, you can always slide a block between the sit bones and the heels. Or if you'd like a bit more, you can walk the knees forward until you do feel a really nice stretch into the arches. All 10 toes stay flat on the mat and try to draw your heels towards each other. If you'd like a bit more here, you can bring your left palm up your back and your right palm over top. You can always reach for your shirt if that feels good. Breathing here, resting the head into the elbow if you're coming into yogi arms. Our feet are our foundation. They deserve this time and attention. Switching the hands if you're in the yogi arms. Right palm comes up the back, left palm comes up and over. 3 more breaths, you can do it. It's okay to feel pain in this pose. It's the only pose where pain is okay. Releasing wherever you're at. Just come to tabletop and tap the toes out. Walking the hands forward again. Come into your downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out. This is your first down dog of the day. Maybe first down dog in quite a while. Wiggle the hips side to side, walk the dog. On your inhale, come forward to a nice strong plank. Nice long line from the crown of your head through to the heels. Exhale to lower to the knees, untuck the toes, and elbows nice and close, lower to your chin, chest, and lastly belly. Keeping the elbows nice and close, inhale to lift for your mini cobra, and exhale to lower. Bringing your palms out beside you with your elbows and palms flat on the mat. Tent into the fingertips, bringing the elbows up towards the sky, and inhale to draw the chest up. Exhale to draw the right ear and right shoulder towards center. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, left ear and left shoulder towards center. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right shoulder, right ear. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left shoulder, left ear. Inhale to come through center and lower all the way down to the right ear on the mat. Tent into the left fingertips, and your right palm and right elbow are flat on the mat or on the ground. If you'd like any more, you can always walk the arm out beside you. From here, pressing into the fingertips, begin to stack the hips and draw the left toes behind you on the mat. Maybe the foot reaches, maybe it has the intention to one day. Breathing here, one more breath into that side body. Beautiful. Coming back down through center. Switch so that the left palm and left elbow are flat on the mat in line with your shoulder. Tent into the right fingertips. Left ear is on the mat. Begin to roll the hips open to stack. Right toes are reaching for the floor behind you. Breathing into that left shoulder, into the right side body, beginning to allow for some opening. On your inhale, come back through center. Curl the toes under and press yourself back for your downward facing dog. On your inhale, step to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Step the feet to a little bit wider than shoulder width distance apart. And sink the hips down to sit all the way into your yogi squat. You can put a block or any kind of furniture or pillow under there if you'd like. We're just going to come into some opening here, so hands to heart center in prayer. Lower the right hand to the mat. Bring the left hand to the inside of the thigh and begin to twist open towards the left. Coming through center, lower the left hand. Right fingertip comes to the inside of the thigh and twist the chest to the right. Coming back through center, inhale to lift the hips. Pressing the palms into the mat, step yourself back for your downward facing dog. From your down dog, coming into a modified flow through your knees as we just did, or into a full flow, whatever is in your practice today. Inhale to come forward to a plank. Exhale to lower to your knees or chaturanga. Inhale to come into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, press the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale to step to the top of the mat, coming into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale to interlace the fingertips, leaving just the pointer fingers extended, and reach up and over towards the right. Inhale up through center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale through center one more time each side. Exhale over to the right. Inhale center. Exhale to the left. Inhale center. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Stepping the feet to shoulder width distance apart. Interlace to your fingertips behind you. And inhale to roll the chest open, shoulders meet towards each other on the spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Let the arms fall away from your back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to bend into the right knee and draw the right shoulder towards that knee, just in that direction. Inhale, straighten the legs, halfway lift. Exhale, left shoulder towards left knee. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend right knee, right shoulder. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten legs. Exhale, left shoulder, left knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Swing here, grab for either elbow, let the head be heavy. Releasing the arms. Bringing the feet to 2 fist width apart, which is your hip width distance apart. Bring the weight into the heels and inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, draw the fingertips towards the sky. Nice and strong here in your Utkatasana chair pose. Lifting into the toes if you'd like a little extra challenge. One more breath here. Inhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Planting the hands on the mat, step your right leg back nice and long, lowering the knee. Pad up the knee if you'd like a little extra. Keeping the back toes curled under or not, it's your preference. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Breathing here. On your exhale, twist to bring the right elbow over top of the left thigh and pressing into the palms, open the chest to the side. Sinking into the hips, lunging into that front leg and twisting. Draw the crown of the head nice and long and then twist into the mid-spine. Inhale to come back through center. Planting the hands to frame the foot, step yourself back, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right leg. Exhale to step it forward. Lower the back knee. Pad it up if you like a little extra padding. And inhale, draw the belly button towards spine, nice and strong through the core. Exhale, palms come down through heart center. Breathing here, centered. Shoulders stacked over hips. Inhale for a nice tall spine, and exhale to twist, linking the left elbow over top of the right thigh, pressing the palms together to see if you can twist to the side wall. Lunging into the front leg, open into the hips, and twist for one more breath. Inhale to come back through center. Planting the hands on the mat, bringing the weight into the front foot. Step your foot forward, hip width distance apart again. Bend into the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale to come all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat, step yourself back for downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale to lift the right heel nice and high. Exhale to draw the right knee towards the right elbow, keeping that leg lifted. Inhale to lift back. Exhale to cross over right knee towards left elbow. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, knee to nose. Stepping the foot forward between the two hands, bring yourself into a nice long stance with the feet on two skis rather than one. When you feel ready, engaging the core. Inhale to rise, bringing your hands to the tops of the thighs, or maybe reaching your arms overhead. Really nice and strong through that back leg. Keep the heel lifted over top of the toes. Bend into the right knee, but make sure you can still see that right big toe. Nice and strong here. Left hip comes forward, right hip comes back. Bringing your arms down behind you, palms facing forward. Bring your weight into the front foot and begin to lift into that back leg, shortening the stance, coming onto the toes. Lift the left heel towards the sky. One more breath in your warrior three pose. See if you can lift that back leg a little higher. Exhale, step it back nice and long. Warrior one. Lengthening the stance if you need. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Planting the left palm onto the mat. Inhale to roll the chest open, reaching the fingertips towards the sky. If this is a bit much, you can always use a prop here, or you can stay high and gently twist to the side here. You can also always lower the knee. Wherever you're working at, twist to the side, knee lowered, knee lifted. One more breath. Exhale to lower both hands and the back knee to the inside of that right foot and walk the right foot further towards the side of the mat. The toes can point at about a 45-degree angle if that works, and the knee will go in the same line as the toes. Bringing the left palm to the center of the mat or to a block or a book. The right palm comes to the inside of the right leg and just begin to press that inner thigh away from you. Using the press here to twist the chest open towards the side. There's always the option here to come into your mermaid pose, bringing that right palm back towards the pinky toe side of the foot, and then settling back into the hips. Listening to your body and what you need today. Releasing whichever version you have. Bring both palms to the mat and step yourself back for your downward facing dog. Wiggle the hips. Take a few breaths in your down dog or take another flow if you'd like. If you're flowing it out, inhale forward to your plank. Exhale to lower to your knees or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Coming into the left leg, lift the left leg nice and high. Exhale, left knee towards left elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, cross the body. Inhale, lift back. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot through. Setting yourself up on two skis, nice and high onto the right toes. Pressing down into that left foot. Belly button towards spine. Inhale to rise all the way up. Hands can stay on top of your thighs. They can stay in heart center or reaching up. Staying strong through the back leg. Stacking shoulders over hips. Engaging the core. Keeping contained in the core. Lowering the palms beside you so they face forward. Shorten the stance, coming high on the back toes. Planting into that left foot. Begin to lift your right heel towards the sky. See if you can lift that back leg a little higher. With control, stepping yourself back nice and long. Reach the fingertips up. On your exhale, lower the hands through heart center and bring the right palm to the inside of the left foot onto a block, maybe onto the mat, or you can stay tall if you'd like. You can keep the knee lifted or you can lower it, listening to your body. And from here, opening into the twist, roll yourself open to the side and then reach the left fingertips up if that serves you. Again, knee lowered or lifted. Hand on the mat, block, or thigh. On your exhale, lower both hands to the inside of that foot, lower the back knee, and walk your left toes out and away from you. Knees in line with the toes to protect your knees. And drawing the chest forward here, plant the right palm into the mat and the left palm to the inside of the left thigh. Maybe even rolling onto the pinky toe side of that left foot. Open into the chest. Coming into mermaid pose if you did on the other side, reaching for the pinky toe side of that back foot. Wherever you're at, just opening into the chest, drawing the crown of the head toward the front of your mat. Opening into the hips. One more breath. On your exhale, releasing that. Step yourself back for your downward facing dog. And again, taking a few breaths in your down dog or flowing it out. Meeting back in down dog. On your inhale, lift your right heel towards the sky. Exhale to step it forward nice and long, setting up for your warrior two pose. Front heels in line with the back heel or the back arch. Engaging the core. Inhale to windmill the arms open, reach the fingertips away from each other, and bend into that front knee, but make sure you can still see the big toe. Strong into the arms, guiding the front knee towards the pinky toe side of that foot. Pressing into the pinky toe side of the back foot. One more breath here in your strongest best, warrior two, containing the core. Inhale to straighten into the front leg and reach the palms up and together. Exhale to bend the knee, warrior two. Inhale, palms together, straighten the leg. Exhale, warrior two. Last time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to lower the hands to parallel, keeping that front leg straight, but not locked into the knee. Inhale to reach the fingertips as far forward as they can go, and keeping your body exactly as it is. Exhale to open into the arms, bringing the palm to the outside of that front leg. If you'd like to come into the neck, you can take your gaze towards the sky. Maybe it feels better to look towards the toes, listening to your body, connecting with your breath, connecting with your intention, that truth in your heart. Lowering both hands to the mat, begin to walk yourself to center and turn both toes to face towards the long edge of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift, bringing the palms together, fingertips interlaced behind you. Exhale to forward fold, let the arms fall away from the back. If it feels good, you can begin to sway slightly. Feet are parallel to the edges of the mat, or even slightly pigeon-toed. Just letting this feel good. Releasing the hands, walk yourself over to the left foot, turning the toes to point towards the back of the mat. Your right foot stays parallel to the back edge of the mat, bending into that left knee. Inhale to windmill open, warrior two. Take a nice long stance here. Bend into that front knee, stacking knee over ankle as much as possible. Turning your pinky fingers slightly towards the sky to engage the arms. Belly button towards spine, Uddiyana Bandha, containing the core. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. Magnetizing the heels towards each other, engaging the pelvic floor. Inhale to straighten into the front leg, palms together, reach into the sky. Exhale, forward, bend into the knee. Inhale, dance it back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, dance it back. Inhale, one more time. And back up. Releasing the arms so they're parallel to the floor. Reach the fingertips as far as they go towards the left leg. And keeping the body as it is, just swing the arms so that the left fingertips come to the outside of the left leg. Right fingertips reach up. Stacking shoulders, stacking fingertips. Pressing the hips forward and resting the shoulders back as if you're laying back onto the wall. Taking a micro bend into that left knee if you have a tendency to lock. One more breath. On your exhale, release the right arm. Walk yourself back through center, turning the toes to point toward the long edge of the mat. Pressing the left palm to the center of the floor or to a block. Inhale to roll the shoulders open to stack, reaching the right fingertips up. Exhale, bring the right palm down and inhale to roll the chest open, reaching the left fingertips up. Releasing the left hand. Walk the hands over to reach for the left ankle, the left calf, the left thigh, wherever serves you, and just draw the chest over that left leg. Walking through center, bring the hands all the way over towards the right ankle, the right calf. Notice if there is a difference in size. Releasing your grip. Bring the hands to frame that right foot. Plant the hands on the mat and step yourself back for downward facing dog. Coming into a flow or taking a few breaths into your down dog. If you're slowing it out, inhale forward to your plank. Exhale to lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, root to rise. Exhale, palms come down through heart center. Coming into one more standing pose before we come down to the mat. On the inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Inhale to lift into the right knee and bring it out to the side. Bringing the bottom of the foot to the inside of the calf, ankle if you're done balancing for today, or maybe to the inside of the thigh. Finding your drishti, finding something that's unmoving, your points of focus. Imagining roots growing up from the earth, wrapping around the ankle, the toes, holding you here with love. Allowing you to maybe reach your branches and grow your tree. Coming into your biggest, best, fullest expression of your tree pose. Exhale to bring your hands down through heart center, bringing the knee forward and down. Forward fold, wiggle the hips out, let that side go. If you fall out of any balance poses, just come right back in. Yoga practice is called practice for a reason. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Find your drishti, your focus, something unmoving. And inhale to lift the left knee, bringing it out to the side. Try to do the same variation that you did on the other side, as long as you are not pressing onto the knee. It's not meant to move side to side. Bringing the sole of the foot to the leg. Imagine those roots grounding you, keeping you here, helping you stay strong, helping you grow. Maybe growing the tree and reaching your branches. Maybe letting the corners of your mouth turn up and smiling at all the possibilities before you. Reaching for the magic that's right at your fingertips. Inhale to grow your biggest, best expression. Exhale, hands come down through heart center, bring the left knee forward and lower, forward fold. Wiggle into the hips. Planting your hands onto the mat, step yourself back for downward facing dog. And either coming into your final flow or meeting in child's pose. If you're flowing it out, inhale to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Lowering your knees to mat width distance apart, big toes together. Press arms forward, let the forehead rest onto the mat. Breathing here. Come back to your intention that you set today. Come back to what was in your heart. Even if you feel you can't put words to it, just notice the feeling that's there. Repeating an I am statement, words of affirmation to yourself in your mind or even out loud, no one can hear, 3 times. Inhale, I am. Exhale your affirmation. Inhale, exhale, inhale, sigh it out. In your child's pose, just bowing to yourself in gratitude. Bowing to yourself for all that you do all day long, every day. knowing that everything you're doing is enough. You are enough. Gently drawing yourself up to tabletop. Bring yourself to your down dog and guide your right knee behind the right wrist. Bringing the left leg out behind you as a direct extension of the hip. And walking your chest forward to come into your sleeping pigeon pose. Resting your forehead onto the mat, stacked fists, a block, a pillow, but pressing the space between your eyebrows into the earth. Trying to sit with any discomfort, any unease that's being revealed to you. Knowing that this is your body's way of processing emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. Sometimes it can tend to get stuck. So allow it to flow if it feels right for you. Allow the breath to let it keep moving and maybe subside. Recognizing that any tension or sensations that arise for you in your yoga practice already exist within your body. The pose does not cause this. It simply reveals to you what is already there. Connecting with your body, connecting with yourself, and meeting that reflection with compassion, kindness, and love. Bringing yourself back up onto your palms with ease. Step your right foot back and either find stillness. I really love just experiencing the sensation of release. Or if it serves you, pedal out the legs, find movement. Begin to notice if there's a difference between the two sides. Coming into the left leg with the left heel up towards the sky and guide it down behind the left wrist. Drawing the right leg back so it's a nice long line, a direct extension from the hip. This side might be different if you need a prop or blanket, anything underneath the left hip. Always feel free. And then as you feel ready, walk the chest forward and rest your forehead onto that pressure point. Without judgment, noticing if there's a difference. Gathering this as information about ourselves, not as something to criticize. Using your breath to move through anything that arises. Taking 2 more breaths here. Gently, slowly begin to walk yourself back up. And either coming through down dog, if that feels good for you, or just coming onto the left hip and bringing the legs out in front of you. Taking your time before you find yourself in a seated position, bringing any cushion out and sitting right onto the sit bones. Meeting in our seated position, inhale to draw the crown of the head nice and tall. Exhale to hinge at the hips and draw the chest over the legs, reaching for the backs of the calves, backs of the thighs, the outside of the ankles, the outside of the pinky toes. And coming to from our active forward fold, begin to soften and let the head and neck be heavy, rounding into the spine, folding over those legs, curling in towards yourself. On your inhale, come to sit up nice and tall. And either just come to lie on your back, or if you'd like a little bit of core work, you can work through your boat pose. If you're coming through boat pose, heels can stay on the mat, arms can come up beside you, or legs can be lifted, bent or straight, and begin to lower all the way down to the mat. When you've reached the mat, just bending your knees and giving yourself a hug, wrapping your arms around the fronts of the calves, the backs of the thighs, gently rocking side to side. Shifting your hips slightly over towards the left. Let your knees just fall over towards the right. Bringing your arms out beside you and just taking your gaze the opposite direction of your knees. Looking over those left fingertips and just let the eyes close. Coming back to your breath. And just relaxing the intensity of your efforts here. Gently twisting here to release any remaining tension. Bringing the knees back up to center, shimmy the hips over towards the right and let the knees fall over to the left. Taking the gaze over to the right, if that feels good on your neck. Letting everything be heavy here. Coming back up to center, draw the knees in, and just give yourself one last big hug, squeezing everything in as tight as you can, forehead to knees, nose to knees, squeezing everything as tight as you can, your teeth, your tongue, your lips, squeeze anything out remaining, and exhale, explode like a star. Let your arms fall out, your legs fall out wide, taking up lots of space. Just come to rest in your final resting savasana. If you like a blanket over you, please do that. You're at home today, so any comforts of home are welcome. Coming into your resting savasana pose. Let everything be heavy. feeling where your body meets the mat. Imagining roots growing from those places where you meet the earth. Maybe your roots are big or small. Maybe they run really deep. Maybe they just stay close to home. Either way, these roots ground you. They connect you to the earth. They keep you safe. These roots also connect you to the network of all the other roots, connecting us to each other, using those roots to send love and gratitude to anyone you feel could use it. Together, taking 3 deep cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose. Exhale to send that love, that gratitude side out. Inhale, big sigh. And your biggest breath yet, inhale. Let the breath fall out of your mouth. Taking these last few precious moments to rest in your savasana, grounded, connected, safe. Beginning to draw those roots back inward, recoiling, energized, full of gratitude, full of love, returning to you, returning to source. If you would like, as you feel ready, you can roll onto your side, curling into the fetal position. And if you would like, you can press your way up into Just a comfortable seated position, letting your eyes close. Letting your breath flow as it's naturally inclined to. Taking one last deep breath together. Inhale and exhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May you have peace with your past, peace in your future, peace in your present. Thank you all so much for sharing this different practice today. I love and miss you all. The light in me sees, honors, and bows to the light in you. Namaste.